What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Would you believe that I am about to drive 50-something miles to trim a couple of hedges? You say, oh my, those must be big hedges. Nope. They're not big hedges. They are not big hedges. So, what in the world? I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my last videos or not, but Elro and I cut the credit union, the furthest one away, farthest, whatever. I don't know. Furthest. And the hedges on the front of the building look terrible. Terrible. Now, here's the problem. Sometimes the guys probably go cut that property more than I do, but I try to at least go over there, you know, once a month, because that's the property where we maintain the landscape and you know, cut the grass, all that stuff, everything, full service. And so I try to go over there about once a month at least, and I have been there in the last month, but for some reason, of course, these are loropetalums, and all of a sudden when they decide to grow, they just take off. You know, that's how they do it. If you know anything about them, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, we're out there cutting all day. Well, I ain't got no hedge trimmers. I don't even have a pair of hand shears, nothing. And I was like, dang, man, what am I gonna do? And so I was like, well, you know, I'm just gonna have to come back and do that, because I've seen it now. And I'm not going to leave that like that all week, because if I were the, which I don't know how much the bank president goes to that location, and it doesn't matter, but if I were one of the employees at that location, I'd probably say something about it. You know, but like, the dude came and he didn't do that. Which now they probably don't know what kind of agreement we got, you know, how we maintain it, so I don't know, but it don't look good. It looks bad enough that I said I'm not waiting until next week to go over there. So I'm driving all the way over there this morning. It's a Saturday morning here. Driving all the way over there to take care of that. Now I say all that to say this: it's all about customer service, man. You see, I don't want her. I've been doing this, I've had the banks now for about, let me see, February last year, so around 14, 15 months. And she called me one time about an issue, something that she thought, you know, something she thought we missed. She sent me a text one morning because we hadn't had rain in forever, and there was this dust cloud following the lawnmower, and somebody got out of their car at the ATM about the time she was pulling up, and this dust cloud was going across, which we accept full responsibility for. And the other thing, it was a weed growing in the bed. One tall weed, one of these weeds, I don't know what they are, but in a week or 10 days, they'll grow like 3 foot. And I guess it was behind the plant when we cut. We didn't notice it. And then in 3 or 4 days, it's up over the plant. So anyway, trying to think. That's the only 2 times I can remember her contacting me. Now, she's asked me to do some different things, like, do you think, could we do this, or could we do that, or you know, we'd like to do this or that, but nothing where where those have been the only two situations where you might say they've been a little dissatisfied. Now that's too many in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is. You're gonna make mistakes. But I'm saying that to say this: I'm going all the way over there to trim that, because I'm gonna either do it today or I'm gonna do it in about 4 or 5 days when I go back to cut, right? I don't want her to call me and say, you know, the bushes, the shrubs in front of the bank at this particular location, they look kind of shabby, right? I don't want her to ever have to call and say something like that, you know. And the truth is, because I keep up the landscape and all that there, it's my fault that I went over there and don't have any tools to work with. Now, we took the rig that Elroy and them run. They don't do any landscape. The most they would do with landscape is take the trimmers that maybe hit something in the beds, pull out a weed, you know, edge around the bed. But they don't really do any trimming, any of that kind of stuff, right? And so the trailer that they have, it's got mowers, gas, string trimmer, edger, blowers, trash can, that kind of stuff. My trailer's got, you know, when I got my trailer out there, we can do anything. So anyway, when we get over here, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I know this is gonna turn into a long video because I already talked all the way down that 7 miles of road. So really actually 6.2, I think, but I'm still talking. So anyway, let me get off here. When I get there, I'll show you what I got to take care of. Here are the culprits right here. See that? We're gonna trim them up good. They just hanging out on the sidewalk and need to be trimmed good across the top. So that's what we need to get done. All right, if y'all looking at here, I don't know if you can see those crepe myrtles. You can see these things under the bottom. They always get a bunch of stuff that grows out from under the bottom. So I got bags of that stuff back there in the back, and I got everything trimmed up. I actually ended up trimming more than what I came to do, but you know, since I was already here, the one thing I didn't bring, wasp spray. I got tore up, which they gonna about get you anyway, but that big old Laura Pedalum right there, I was trimming it, and yeah, and it ain't real pretty. I mean, I got it knocked down, but I didn't want to mess with it too much. Plus the wind's blowing, man, 25 miles an hour. Golly. Stuff's blowing one way, this way, that way, but you can see I got around the front of the bank here. I got it trimmed up and cleaned out, like I said, all the crepe myrtles, cleaned the bottoms of them out, just so they look a little bit, look bushy at the top with nothing on the bottom. I don't know if that stuff will come back or not. I cleaned them out last year and it didn't. And what I usually do at the other bank, because I trim close to a bunch of them, they're not in a big bed like these, I usually just knock off those little growths with the trimmer. But man, they're back every week. I don't know what the deal is. They didn't do that last year, but last year I didn't trim them. I let them grow for a couple of months and then I went back and cut them off. So I don't know, I'm not a crepe myrtle expert. I know the way we cut them is not the right way, but I also know it's the way the customer wants them done. And you know, they signed a check, so there's that. Anyway, Z-Man's at the house working on some stuff, trying to get some stuff cleaned up around the house and some things done that need to be done there and moved down to the new property. So he's supposed to be loading up a bunch of old pine straw and you know, stuff like that that I had laying around there, and just some landscape stuff, and it's stuff that's already outside, so I want to get it away from the outside around this house and move it to the other location. So that's my plan. So I don't know, and I think he was going to change over to trimmer line spools on the trailer because I needed a big spool on the trailer that they run. The one that's, you know, going to have 2 or 3 guys on it, and it's going to be out more than mine will be, and I'm going to put the small one on mine. So, yep, that's what we got going on, man. So, anyway, I'll probably just go ahead and close out this video here because I don't want no 30-minute video. I know I've made a couple of those lately. My apologies. Like I say, you can always skip to the end, find what you're looking for in the middle somewhere. Usually I try to tell you where it's at. If you're trying to get the numbers for today, you know it's going to be at the end of the video. So, but those 30-minute videos I had, man, I had 50 minutes worth of recording. So I chopped down much as I could. But anyway, hey, I appreciate y'all watching, listening to the rambling today. And my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you. Look at that. See, man. And that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.